Y'all, we have got some stuff to talk about today because I need to hear y'all's opinions on this entire situation. And we ain't even touched on this channel, so this should be quite interesting. We are talking all of the latest with Tasha K today, okay? And Cardi B, and I guess now Nicki Minaj. We talking about all that today, okay? Mr. Bag of Bones is also back. Say hello. Isn't he cute? He's so cute. What's up, y'all? Your girl, Sande, and yeah, y'all, we back up in this motherfucker for another motherfucking video. How y'all living, fam? I hope you're having a great day, great night, great week, whenever y'all are watching this shit up in the room. And as y'all can tell by the titles, motherfuckers, look, we are talking about the latest news to come out about this whole Tasha K, Cardi B situation, okay? I need to know all of your viewpoints and opinions. Please comment down below, holla at me down below, and let me know what you guys are thinking as we go through all that has gone down here in the last 24. So if y'all haven't been living under a rock, okay, you guys should know by now, Tasha K is a big YouTuber, okay, smack talker, okay, on YouTube, who now her biggest claim to fame is the fact that her ass got sued by Cardi B, okay, for a whole bunch of shit, okay, basically because Tasha K done spread a whole bunch of rumors out there, was putting out a whole bunch of shit, all of which that Cardi B says is untrue, okay, caused her emotional harm, etc, 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 okay. So fast forward, she done takes her to court. Tasha K done back down. Whole time she was talking smack, still talking trash all the way to the court. This girl done she done made a whole mockery, okay, of the entire situation. Even hired, y'all, Tasha K done hired just out of law school lawyers, okay, to represent her. That's how not so serious she took this shit. And y'all, now she owes Cardi B $4 million. $4 million motherfucking dollars, bitch. After the verdict came out, okay, Tasha K still didn't back down, okay? The bitch was still talking about old girl, talking all kinds of smack, throwing digs whenever she damn well pleased. Went on her I Ain't Got It tour, okay? Went to Africa with the hubby, okay? And I guess the family or whatever. There were rumors spreading that she sold her house, moved things into different names, moved to Africa, moved all her money she makes to Africa so she wouldn't have to pay Cardi B. Y'all, the hashtag I Ain't Got It became this thing, okay? Because that was her whole platform doing all of this shit. Continued to talk shit. I'm saying this multiple times because all throughout this time, no matter what was going on as far as the litigation, Tasha K still did not back the fuck down, okay? And continued to talk her smack as much as she could about Cardi B, throwing Nicki Minaj into the mix, making digs that would essentially pit Nicki against Cardi and the Barty gang against the Nicki Minaj fans and all the shits, okay? And y'all has been doing it since literally this shit started, okay? Meanwhile, Tasha K is taking every L under the sun. Not only does she owe Cardi B $4 million, okay? But on top of that, she done now filed, and this is just a few months ago, filed bankruptcy, Chapter 11, okay? Which doesn't erase your debts, okay? It is literally to reorganize the debts that she has, reorganize her business, allow her an opportunity to go ahead and pay them back, okay, in payments, okay, but still allow her to still conduct business, right? She's got employees, she's got staff, the hubby, and all of that stuff. So she still wants to be able to conduct business, hence why she filed Chapter 11, right? A lot of people thought if she was trying to get out of the $4 million, okay, they weren't going to erase that shit because the type of lawsuit that Cardi B filed and won, there's no way they would have been able to throw that out, no matter what kind of bankruptcy she attempted to file, okay? So the Chapter 11 was more specific to business, which is why she did that. And recently it came out that she's still clearly on the hook for the $4 million. So now the latest is that Tasha K just recently had a stand-up, an in-person stand-up show, okay? I want to say it was in Miami. It was her very first, okay? And I guess at said in-person show, she was able to meet and interact with a lot of the winos, okay, her fans, her people, right? and had an opportunity to interact and talk to a lot of them, right? And a lot of them shared their stories of how what she's put out and her channel and her content has gotten them out of some very dark places, okay? One person in particular really touched Tasha K, and this is where this all kind of seemingly stemmed from, in addition to one other factor. But I guess one of the Wino gang approached her at the in-person event and let her know that she was going through a very, very dark place in her life where she wanted to delete herself, okay? You guys know we got to be careful about those types of words here, okay? On the YT, but she wanted to delete herself, and part of the reason why she didn't was because of Tasha K and her platform and what she was able to bring and the laughter she was able to gain from what Tasha K has put out on her platform, okay? She also seems to have really made amends with her mom after a very tumultuous relationship, and a lot of things that have recently come out that she shared in this most recent, I want to say it was a live she did on her platform. So now what has come out is this live that she did literally, I want to say a day after or two days or so after her Miami show, okay? And y'all, it has everybody shook, okay? Because it's not something you would have expected from, of all people, Tasha K. Okay, because the one thing about her is the fact that she has not backed down for shit. It didn't matter what the fuck was going on. It didn't matter if Cardi kept taking her ass to court. She was not going to back off of Cardi B's neck. Like, she was not going to let up on whatever the fuck she wanted to state, share, make a mockery of, clown, or whatever, okay? But now, she went on live and essentially she reached out to Cardi B, okay, personally, sent her a direct message, okay, after Cardi shared some, I want to say they were tweets in response to trolls trolling her page and trolling her on, it might have been Twitter, X is what it's called now, I guess. So in some kind of interaction with a troll, okay, a few trolls, Cardi B not only in the interactions between those trolls and people that were sending all kinds of hate to her, okay, not only did she kind of threaten and hope that, you know, somebody's family member would delete themselves, okay, but in addition to that, she mentioned the fact that she herself too wanted to delete herself. I'm trying to use words very carefully here, okay, because you guys already know that we don't want to do all that. Now Tasha K done went live, okay? And y'all, the shit she said in her live has everybody shook. Number one, she was sharing a lot of personal information, things that happened in her life that really shaped the relationship she's had with her mom, shaped her as a person. And it was basically to give backstory to why she made contact with Cardi B. She said, Cardi, if you delete yourself, that's not the exact word she used, if you delete yourself, okay, who's going to teach me to be a better person? Huh? She also went on to say, please, please stop posting stuff like this. Then she says, I'm gonna pay you. I just can't afford the $4 million. She also went on to say there are too many kids that look up to you. I'm paraphrasing y'all, by the way. Too many kids that look up to you. Too much in the world going on for you to say these things. There's so many people that love you, right? And then she went on to say that she loves her too. Now, this was about an hour-long live, okay, where she gave some backstory. Okay, it was very emotional, you guys. Like, I know I'm very lightly tapping on what was said, but I really watched the entire thing, and I ain't gonna even front with y'all. Like, I got teary-eyed, and y'all, I am not the biggest fan of Tasha K. There are aspects of her that tickle me. Okay, I'm not a fan of bashing people to make a buck. Do you see what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of her content goes way too far. It's one thing to get a kiki out of a situation. It's one thing to make people laugh about a situation. It's another thing to, you know, joke around, switch a wig out or whatever and just imitate a motherfucker. It's another when you're literally tearing someone to shreds, talking about their appearance, calling them certain names that, you know what I'm saying, and not in jokeful fun, you know, because we use the B word and this and that or whatever in jest. Y'all know I use it in jest, right? But when you're literally calling people the U word, and I don't like using it, it's not even a bad word, I just don't like using it to describe people and their physical appearance. When you're tearing people down like that, okay, just to make a buck, I'm not a fan of that. Then on top of that, you got to be careful about the shit that you put out. Doesn't matter what type of industry you're in, okay? Because I mean, look, the news rooms have to be careful of how they report shit, just the same as all of us do. That's why us motherfuckers say alleged. Period. Y'all know. Blanket that shit over my channel, okay? That's what we do around here. We will get a good kiki out of something that happened, a scenario, a situation, okay? We're gonna make light of it, but I'm not going to tear somebody down like she does. So I haven't been a fan of that, which is part of the reason why I never really talked about her much on this channel, okay? One, because I don't want to tear another black person down, you know what I mean? That's one. I'm not a fan of where she took her platform, okay? Originally, it was the celebrity gossip, and it was, you know, what a lot of us do here that do celebrity gossip, you know what I mean? And then it went left, it went somewhere else, and it just went too far. Now you're spreading rumors about people and then reporting them to be true, right? Doesn't matter what source you got them from. If you weren't physically there, you can't say the shit really happened because you weren't there, bitch. Like, it's just what it is, right? And she got burned doing exactly that. $4 million later. Like, that is a very expensive as fuck ass mistake. And the reality is, even after having been sued, listen, if my black ass owed a motherfucker $4 million, $2 million, $500,000, $200,000, bitch, 50K, I ain't mentioning the name for shit. You listen, I'm legally blind, bitch. Who? So this particular scenario kind of shook me a little bit to the core. Like, wait a minute, whoa, I was not expecting this, because I understand, literally just a few weeks ago, Tasha K was on a whole rant tour about the fact that she ain't got it. She was having all kinds of conversations and interviews, Adam 22, and you know what, on the No Jumper podcast, and you know, I mean, she was literally putting out sound bites about, you know, the litigation and all of these things, and you know, talking about the fact that she not backing down for shit, and this is just what the fuck it is, and yada yada yada, to being here literally just a few weeks later. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it a buck because I'm human, right? Watching Tasha K's video, I got teary-eyed, y'all. Like, I for real got teary-eyed, because she really was, to me, in my personal opinion, and y'all may differ in this opinion, so comment down below, let me know, but I felt like where she was speaking from and the shit that she was sharing was coming from a real space. I mean, she was very emotional. She pulled from a different place to share what she shared. And to be completely real, if this whole thing, if this live is truly sincere, you know, it took a lot for her to have to actually put this shit out and allow people to see that she's eating crow now, that she's backing up, okay, that she is waving the white flag, that she's saying, I fucked up for real, fucked up, made a for real mistake, and I'm paying for that now, and I'm going to financially pay for it too, right? She also goes on to talk about Nicki Minaj, which I just thought that was so funny, but because she is such a Nicki Minaj stance. At least from what I can see, she is a Nicki Minaj fan through and through. So I guess she talked about the fact she done had several conversations with Nicki Minaj in regards to the fact that her and Cardi are very similar, okay? And Nicki really wasn't a fan of her saying that type of shit. There was even a point in time in the live where she mentioned the fact that Nicki Minaj was about to have her sign an NDA that would have had her never speak a word of shit about shit in life, okay? And she refused to sign it. But all in all, it was essentially her acknowledging the mistakes that she's made with all of that has happened with this litigation with Cardi B, the fact that her husband as well as other people that have surrounded her have let her know how she's abused her platform. At first it was for one reason, and now she's taken it to another level and abused her platform, okay? Acknowledging the mistakes that she's made in regards to how she handled all of that went on, acknowledging the fact that she has also been very much a part of why Cardi is in the emotional state that she's in, contributing to a lot of the hate that Cardi B gets that has been putting her in this place to essentially delete herself, and, you know, really acknowledging the fact that she has been very much a huge part of that. But I'm very curious to see, do you guys think that what she stated, what she shared in this live is coming from a sincere place? Do you think that she is sincere in saying that she loves Cardi B and that she, when she reached out to her, that was coming for real from a sincere place? Or do you think this is a ploy to get on Cardi B's good side to throw the shit out? Okay, because here's the thing. This shit has everybody, this shit broke, and it has everybody in an uproar because now it's, oh, bitch, she just trying to get on Cardi B's good side so she can throw this whole lawsuit shit out and not make her have to pay that $4 million. Then there are those who believe that this came from a sincere place, that she really truly is remorseful, that she really truly wants to make amends, that she really truly wants to make things right and possibly make changes with how she conducts herself on her platform from this point forward. Then we got the Barty gang who's like, bitch, pay her ass, okay? Shit's done now, it's too late. Bitch, you've been talking shit about Cardi B, okay? It's time for you to pay the fuck up. Also, I should make mention of the fact that when this came out, Cardi B responded, and actually very quickly, and not by DM, okay? She didn't respond, but she did allegedly read it, according to Tasha K, okay? She did go, I want to say she went on, I forgot the name of the platform, Clubhouse. I want to say it was Clubhouse, some social media like that. She went on there and basically was like, you know, long story short, paraphrasing, Cardi B has always been known as having a big heart, and you could kind of feel in her response that she was a little empathetic towards what Tasha K said, right? And that she also mentioned the fact that she was going to have a conversation with her mom and her lawyer, that nothing's been determined just yet, but that she's going to have a conversation with her mom and her lawyer. That's pretty much how she kind of left it. But you could hear in the conversation or in her reaction that there was some empathy, right? And that she felt some type of way from an emotional standpoint, that she actually empathized with Tasha K, okay? And just based on what it sounded like, maybe a little bit of forgiveness, but we don't know for certain, okay? Because soon after that, because they were bugging her so much on social, she was like, okay, next topic, please. Cardi B was like, next topic, please. We'll get back to that at a later date. So I just want to know from y'all, do you think that Cardi B should forgive Tasha K? Do you think that Tasha K was coming from a real place? Do you think this is a ploy to get out of this lawsuit? Do you think that this is a ploy to get back in good graces? Do you think that this is a real, sincere form of apology or acknowledging her wrongdoing, right? Her fault in all that's happened? Do you think Cardi B should forgive her, right? And in forgiving, what does that forgiveness look like, okay? Because now people are wondering, is she gonna drop the suit in the sense of not having her pay the money? Or is she gonna continue it, going after her for the money, but maybe forgive her emotionally? What does that look like, right? So curious, what do you think? Do you think Cardi B should forgive her? Do you think that Cardi B should also lift said lawsuit? When I say that, I mean the settlement, the amount that she owes, right? Another question, what do you think is going to happen from here on Tasha K's platform, right? Because I feel like at this point, now you're like, okay, well, I abused my platform and my voice. I got you, but are you going to do something to change it? Or are you still going to put out the same type of shit you've been putting out? Maybe you just won't talk about Cardi B, okay, because she did mention that in this live as well, that she was going to no longer do any shit talking, essentially, I'm paraphrasing, on Cardi B. But does that mean she gonna do that with just Cardi B and she gonna get back to shit talking on everybody else and calling them out their name and all the other expletives that aren't necessarily necessary to share celebrity gossip, okay? Is that going to change how you approach all of the interviews and all of that, okay? Now that you've had this revelation of how you have abused your platform, are you going to change that, right? Doesn't mean you need to be some cookie cutter motherfucker. I'm not that bitch, clearly, right? But are you gonna change how you deliver celebrity gossip, how you share the things that you share to now match this new Tasha K? I don't know. I'm very curious to see. I'm gonna keep it a buck, okay? Do I believe in forgiveness? Absolutely. Do I think everyone needs to be forgiven? Not necessarily. Do I think to give Cardi B peace of mind if she feels like Tasha K shared something that was from a real place, right? Do I feel like it's okay for her to forgive her from an emotional state? Sure, absolutely. Especially because it might actually help her mental, because Cardi B is emotionally going through some things too. You don't say those things on social media about deleting yourself if you're not in a broken space, okay? And I think that's why she has a little bit of that empathy towards Tasha K, because Tasha K shared the same thing, that she's experienced that as well, right? In her past, of feeling like deleting herself, right? So I think she empathizes with that, right? Now, do I think she needs to drop the lawsuit, drop the money that's being owed? Abso-fucking-lutely not. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, Tasha K made her bed and she needs to lie the fuck in it. She could have remorse. She could have had remorse 20 years from now. I'm still gonna get my money, okay? And the real reason for that is because it was one thing if she lost and she shut the fuck up. It's another that she lost and she was still on Cardi B's neck. She didn't have this revelation until yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like you did the damage. We've been dealing with this for years. At this point, I done spent my money on these motherfucking lawyers, this litigation, the courtroom appearances, all that shit. I done taken up time away from appearances and shit because I got to show up in court for this motherfucking shit. For me now to drop the shit after you just cried a few tears on whatever, live on YouTube, bitch, no. Give me my motherfucking money, but I forgive you, sis. I'm sorry, okay? Because it would have been, I think my reaction would have been different if Tasha K didn't lay in on Cardi B as much as she did, even after she lost the case, okay? In my mind, it's like, if you didn't learn your lesson after you done lost $4 million, okay? Right? And yeah, she's seemingly eating humble pie. I'm okay with that, okay? But the reality is, the minute you drop this lawsuit, okay, the minute Cardi B drops the lawsuit or lets her out of getting, you know, having to pay this $4 million, what was the fucking point of all that shit then? You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like Tasha K, unfortunately, and I don't wish this on anyone, but I feel like this is an example that needs to be made, right? Because the reality is, we ain't supposed to be out here saying shit that we don't know for fact, okay? We're just not, okay? Period. And, you know, it just is what it is. I feel like Tasha K, you know, her mouth got her ass in trouble, and now she has to pay up, and that's just what it is. But on some real shit, like, I don't wish anything negative on Tasha K, nor do I wish anything negative on anybody, okay? But the reality is, at the end of the day, Tasha K done made her bed and now she's gotta lie the fuck in it. You know what I mean? And it's one thing if she humbled herself after she lost the case, but for these last couple of years, bitch, she's never let the fuck up. And it's just now that she's had this revelation after the Chapter 11 situation did not allow for that $4 million to get tossed out, which it wouldn't have done anyway, okay? Because of the type of case that it was. But it just is what it is. And she also made a statement that she is paying her, that she is receiving payments, but now she's going to be able to, as opposed to getting garnished, make the payments in a more timely fashion in a payment plan type of thing, which is why she filed the Chapter 11. I'm all about forgiving, not forgetting. Okay? That's one. Two, give me my money. Run me my shit. Give me my coin. That's on that. I done spent all this money on these motherfucking lawyers. You gonna give me my money back so I can pay them motherfuckers. And that's just what it is. So that's where I'm at. You know what I mean? As much as I really, truly admire what Tasha K did, I think it takes a lot for her to have come on camera, especially on the platform she stood on all this time. With her being as stubborn as she has been, with her being like full throttle, like I'm not backing down for shit all this time, and to finally eat crow and finally say, you know what, I fucked up, and taking some form of accountability, however she chose to express it, okay? And then to seemingly genuinely reach out to Cardi B. I admire her for that, okay? I hope it comes from a sincere place. I really do. But only time would tell, because the reality is, what happens now from here? What type of content will she now put out now that she has literally done this, right? Will this change how she does her interviews, how she shares celebrity gossip? Because you can share celebrity gossip and not just rip these people to shreds. You can share celebrity gossip and allow people to laugh at the humor that's part of that celebrity gossip without tearing people down the way that she has previous to this, okay? And so I'm curious about that. I'm curious to see what's gonna happen from this point forward. So y'all, let me know your thoughts. I'm very curious to see what you guys think. At the end of the day, I think it took a lot for her to do what she did, right? But I'm in a space of, you still gotta pay. You know what I mean? If I was in Cardi's shoes, it's okay to say, I feel for her, okay? I can tell she comes from a broken place, maybe a broken background, a broken foundation. That's okay, okay? But the reality is, you done went through all this shit to prove your point. You proved your point. Follow through on that shit. Because at the end of the day, that is the bed that Tasha K made, okay? She made that bed, now she's gonna lie in that bitch, okay? And I hope that Tasha K, from this point forward, does better. I hope, because the reality is, she's talented as fuck, okay? I'm not gonna take that from her because she is. She's got the gift of gab. But there's a way to not weaponize your gift, okay? So just stop weaponizing your shit, Tasha. That's it, is all I'm saying. You know what I mean? So anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure you guys thumbs up this video while you're here. Subscribe if you have not already. And y'all already know, hit the bell down below to be notified of new vlogs, because bitch, we're gonna be coming back. And y'all know how we do. We pop in and pop out. So hit that bell down below to be notified of any and all things that come up on this channel. I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.